bit of salty Weetabix.
Yeah, it sounds fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
It does.
It's like saltwater taffy or whatever the fuck that shit is.
Is taffy just toffee?
I think it's the American version of
Or
toffee.
Or fudge?
Is it fudge?
No, because it's really tough, isn't it? It's toffee.
Is it?
Yeah. Because like when you
Well,
bite into it, it's sort of...
toffee's-
Yeah.
But there's, I always see them like stretching taffy,
Yeah.
so it makes it seem like...
Like chewing gum.
Yeah. Or,
Yeah.
like tough, like slightly solidified caramel.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it.
It seems like... I don't know, it seems like you'd eat like a ball of it and you'd be chewing it for the rest of your life.
And then your teeth will fall out.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing it feels like, yeah.
Seems a bit odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love, like, it's just beautiful, like, how crisp the waves are on this.
I know.
Yes.
I can watch this for days on Audacity.
I feel like there needs to be an announcement made.
Not yet. We haven't even started the show yet.
Fair enough.
You know, we'll just let it ride. Let those waves ride.
Those clear sounds.
We're surfing some sound waves.
Surface some sound waves.
I wonder if an old lady's going to appear in the window again.
The way you said it, man, it made it look like she's just out the window, like... that would have been even creepier.
She's our biggest fan.
Yeah. I tracked you down. Shit.
Oh, I feel a bit loved there. We got our first story.
Really, it's just Kev Stalker.
She's scary, man.
To be fair, if I woke you up and somebody was in those windows, I'd shit myself.
Yeah.
I had my neighbour walking by me the other day. I was walking back from the shops, and I was walking up my street, and because it was bin day Wednesday. This is like the most mundane story ever.
Yeah.
The bin that pushed out their bin, it made the noise, you jumped, he was like,
Push that. No, well, I put
Oh, nice
my
to see
bin-
you today.
My bin before, and this is like the couple of days after.
Yeah.
They hadn't taken my bin.
Scoundrels.
What a
Scoundrels.
bunch of
I
bastards.
know. And I'd left a couple of bin bags out there, which I shouldn't have done. So I was walking up the street with this guy. He was my neighbour, and he sort of came up behind me and he said, "Oh, all those bastards leaving out their bin bags. this street's so dirty." And I was like, "Oh yeah, what a bunch of bastards." Okay, I could see the bin bags outside my house as I was walking up my street. And I was like, yeah, this is so bad. I got to my door, because I was hoping he would be my neighbour on sort of the nearer side.
Yeah.
So he'd go in before I did. I got to my door and I was like, yeah, those next door bastards, they just left these bin bags outside my door.
Oh no.
I thought you'd have done a thing where you just keep walking, like, this isn't my house.
I did a lap around my street.
Look at that.
It's beautiful. I was saying to Jack that we don't flood the mic anymore with our laughter.
Yeah.
Which has been a huge problem.
How do you mean?
We'd always have it maxed out on the...
It just distort.
Oh, yeah.
We'd laugh so hard and so loud that we'd just destroy the mic, basically.
Yeah.
But now it's impossible! No matter how loud I shout!
Brilliant.
Just take a fucking truck to flood this mic. Not that we should hire a truck for the next podcast. Just,
I don't think I have the money to do that.
I'd lose my deposit, I think.
yeah,
I think you'd lose the house.
Boom! Just through my
on the
wall.
right side, you would have a truck to live in.
Yeah, you would
That
have
mobile home, I guess.
a
Yeah.
walking room.
Mobile home, yeah.
Yeah. If you ever need to go out to the shops, just take the truck down the road, get a newspaper or something.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Mm.
That's an interesting
You have
story.
a door that you can walk down the street in.
Yeah, but if there's a truck right there, I mean...
I don't know why more people don't say if they want a caravan. I would think that an older transit van might be
the better option.
the
Even
better
like-
option. Maybe not a not a caravan.
Yeah, but then
possibly
an
like
old
a
transit
motorhome.
An
Yeah.
old transit van just kind of screams paedophilia, though. It's like, hey kids, let's get in my van with my bed in the back.
Well, you're not going to invite people
No.
into
If
How many people invite people into their caravans?
people who go to, like, I don't know, 10 places. 10 places. People go to like the caravan parks and stuff.
I've been on a couple of holidays in a caravan. I'm not a pedo.
No,
but you're a pedo.
No, if you do it in a transit van.
Look,
a white van.
there are downsides. I admit, there are downsides. But purely on a cost basis,
You might as well spray paint across the side. Do you want some fucking streets?
a transit van will be much cheaper than a motorhome. You can, I don't know, cut a few windows in it.
Cut out a few windows.
This is starting to sound like Top Gear.
Oh, that'd be it. Yeah, we do Top Gear.
Cut some
Get a
windows
super
in it.
transit
It
home.
may affect the structural integrity, so you may have to drive it a bit slower. You could, I don't know,
Slower than the caravan.
Go to IKEA. Go to IKEA. Get some flat pack furniture. Bolt it to the outside. You'd have the nails sticking out.
It's like some sort of zombie protection device
It
or
would
something.
be. It'd be like nailing through the van.
I'm not even sure, like...
If you wanted to be a little more friendly, you could bend the nails. On
so somebody doesn't fall into it.
It's
and
not.
Looks like they've got stigmata.
And the best part is, if you're going slow, it won't even be you won't even get stigmatized for it, because if someone tries to pass you on the motorway, you could just ram into them. And,
expand your home, like using nails to attach to it. Like, there we go, there's a new living
you
room.
could bolt them. Motorway pirates.
Like some kind of fucking disease.
That's like a fucking grappling
I don't
hook.
like you, so I'm gonna like include you in my home.
You can attach more nails to the next bit, and then you can make a whole row of it. You know,
you can open the windows. I'm a bit ambitious. These windows can actually open. They're holes in the side of the van.
Just gonna
You
get
could throw a grappling hook through the hole in your van.
You can attach some fucking like cannons to the side of it as well.
I don't know why there aren't more motorway pirates.
I know,
To be
exactly.
honest.
We just had a revelation.
We have.
I think because thankfully we have working law infrastructure. It kind of is a bit hard.
Yeah, but pirates don't follow no law.
Highway code is more guidelines anyway.
They didn't say anything about no nails and attaching cars.
It's not as if we're living in fucking Somalia.
Disclaimer. I'm actually quite a good driver. I do abide by the laws. Now get in my pirate van.
Do you have like a flag on top as well, or sort of?
Obviously.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
No, I have it like the president's car.
That'd be awesome.
The president's motorcade, where I have the two little flags at the front.
Do you also have like an ice cream tune going on? Like,
It's not even an ice cream van, it still plays the tune.
maybe some Ride of the Valkyries.
Oh,
Going down fucking M1.
Have one of those radio things that you can like blast out at the top. So it starts saying things like, "You're gonna join my fleet." You call it a fleet, wouldn't you?
a road fleet.
Road fleet.
Yeah.
If it's pirates, yeah.
You call it a road fleet if you have one of those,
Isn't it like fucking Mad Max?
the car transporters. Yeah.
Yeah.
And suddenly I have ideas for the new Mad Max film.
The exact same ideas that they had for the first one.
I don't know, did they use a transit van as a pirate vehicle?
Well, they used a lot of cars, didn't it?
So,
I bet you anything. One of them was a pirate van, though.
Probably. It all got very
somewhere in
strange.
the background.
Yeah.
Like, after the first one, it got even weirder.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, but a lot of people say the second one's the best one. So,
Fair enough. I watched Lethal Weapon the other day, I think I said.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
But his accent's really strange. I only just noticed it again when I watched it. Because every now and again it goes Australian. This is the point before Mel Gibson was non-Australian enough to pass as an American.
Yeah.
And every now and again he'll just like switch and go Australian. And it's really off-putting.
It's only really when he shouts, isn't it?
Yeah.
He just can't control it. So
Yeah.
he goes, "Good day!" What?
It's not even then. It's just sometimes he'll start speaking and it'll be like, he just have a sort of tinge of, I'm asking a question although I'm making a statement.
Yeah.
Like you're watching Neighbours. Sort of thing. It's like, that's some good coffee. It's true. Australian people sound like they're asking a question after everything.
Have you two watched The Walking Dead?
I have.
I can't stand it anymore.
Or at least parts of it. You know, Rick in it.
Yeah.
His name isn't Rick in it.
Reckon it.
Hi, I'm Rick in it.
I'm Rick in it.
He's
Yeah.
also Australian.
Sounds a bit
No, he's from here.
Oh, yeah, I'm Rick
No,
in
no.
it.
Oh, right, yeah.
He's Swedish.
Oh, right,
Rick in
yeah.
it just sounds a little bit sort of Australian or Cockney.
So I found out that his accent is nowhere near like a Georgian accent. Carl.
Oh, right. I thought you were
saying Coral.
Georgian.
Oh no!
Like Georgian England.
You should watch The Walking Dead. It's got pretty fucking weird.
Yeah,
We've all got powdered wigs.
Yeah, he's in the
Carl, fetch my musket.
Where's my hat?
Fucking Carl.
He's a badass now.
He's such a... I can't stand it.
Carl's actually put... Oh god.
Oh!
That's my laptop, don't
Oh,
worry.
that's fine.
It's definitely
It's okay.
continuing. It's just my laptop being a bit of a douche.
It's so boring.
Oh dear! Oh no!
There we
go.
My laptop is dodgy as fuck.
The last episode I watched of The Walking
be
Dead,
fine.
it had... what's the lady she shaved off all her hair? Had the abusive husband in the first one.
What's
that
that?
shit out of.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Is it Carol?
Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway.
Carol's cool. Carol's actually getting pretty badass.
Have you up to date with it completely?
I'm like two episodes from finishing the latest series.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, she's pretty badass.
You know the
She's
episode
heartless.
with the black guy, with Coach from Left Dead. It is actually, no, his voice is actually Coach.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he is actually Coach. His voice is the voice of Coach.
Oh, right, okay.
Left Dead too.
Alright, yeah, fair enough.
But you know, obviously those like sociopathic little child
Yeah.
who's like, I'm going to feed these rats to a zombie.
Yeah.
I just felt they could have ended her really well at one point when she told him what she had done. There was a perfect shot where they could have just sort of had a really sort of impactful sort of ending, but nothing fucking happens ever. After episode after fucking episode, it's boring.
It's a problem that happens with a lot of. I find it with a lot of American dramas because they have a lot more episodes per series than we do.
They try and drag it out as long as possible.
Well,
the first two.
Like, have you seen Arrow or Supernatural? They're both similar. Like,
Supernatural.
I love it, but yeah,
I really enjoyed the fourth series. They should have ended it once he went into hell.
yeah. No, I agree.
That's where it ended for me.
It spiraled out of control completely, but it's the whole sort of similar structure where they have something awesome at the beginning, then the boring filler bit in the middle, and then the awesome bit at the end, which sort of keeps you hooked on it. Like,
it's just different ways of doing it, I suppose. I guess like the advantage is you could skip episodes in the American one.
Yeah.
If you're really not invested in it, whereas like with our series, you have to watch every single episode to know about it.
Like Sherlock.
Like Sherlock, because there's only 3 episodes. And then
I don't really like it, but I just know.
I've got off Sherlock a lot as well.
I watched the first episode of the 3rd series, and I didn't like it, so I
Yeah,
I watched the first series, and I was sort of just like,
it's good.
It's good, but it's not my thing, sort of thing.
It's just Moffat. Moffat is such a giant prick.
I wouldn't call him a prick, I'd just say he's just a bad writer. He's a bad writer. Okay, he's a good writer for short single stories. He did that well when he did
Doctor Who.
when he was co-writer on Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And he wrote very good horror stories, but he can't write long arcs.
No.
Oh, look, I'm going to open this question. I'm never going to fill it. And then I'm going to open another question, leads to another question, leads to just fucking plot holes everywhere.
Yeah.
Woo! But it's a Sherlock, because he's turned into a Mary Sue for Moffat. Like, he's like, oh, I don't like that people are theorising on what happened to Sherlock. So therefore, I'm going to ridicule everybody who enjoys the show and theorise about it in the first episode.
To be honest, I didn't care.
No.
Everyone was like, how did he, spoilers, how did he go away for a while?
I forgot. I didn't care.
I didn't
They
care.
left it far too long.
I was like, I want to watch it for the mystery. I want to watch
the
it
actual case
because
itself,
of Sherlock. And like even in the books, when he died, spoilers, but this is 100 years ago.
Yeah, it's not really. Shouldn't be spoilers anymore.
But it's, when he died in the books and he was brought back, Conan Doyle didn't actually want to bring him back.
Yeah.
It was the people who were saying, we want more Sherlock.
Yeah.
So he brought him back grudgingly. And then it was like, in the books, it was like, yeah, he came back. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
He didn't dwell on, like, how did he survive. It was just a case of, well, he's fucking Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah,
so
he's here.
Moving on.
But I just mean with the whole, you know, the journalist.
In the series.
In the series, it's just kind of a way of writing in the fans of the show, and and then be like, "Oh, look how smart I am! I'm much smarter than all of you."
Yeah.
And I
It is
I
annoying.
can't stand that.
That's what I didn't like about the first episode. It dwelled way too long on that bit.
Yeah.
Like, he's got similar characteristics to Wesley in
Wesley?
Next Gen, Star Trek Next Generation.
Oh right.
right,
He's
okay.
a massive Mary Sue.
Yeah.
And I don't hate.
My first thought was Wesley Snipes.
No.
I heard Wesley Schneider. I was like, wait, what? He's a footballer.
Yeah. We all had different Wesleys. In
Yeah.
mind. Wesley Snipes playing Sherlock Holmes would be a brilliant move.
That could be interesting.
He doesn't have a drug addiction.
Anymore.
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh.
Not Wesley Snipes.
Again, anymore.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Because he used to do a shitload of opium.
Well, yeah, but in the that's what I mean. In the series, he doesn't,
No, yeah.
which I kind of miss, which feeds into him being a Mary Sue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Sherlock episode.
Where Jack hates everything people will enjoy.
And on that cheery note, welcome to the Clueless Cataclysm. I'm Callum Lewis,
I'm Kevin Griffin.
I'm Jack Nichol.
and you may notice a difference in sound quality. I'm hoping that you'll notice a positive difference in sound quality.
Because if you don't.
But yeah, we've got the microphone working now, which I'm so excited about. Hooray!
I'm so excited.
I just can't hide it. I know.
You should dancing, need a pail of water.
Yeah.
So you just drop on your head.
Yeah, so we got the mic working.
2 months
Finally.
of buying different things,
2
isn't it?
months
You know?
of buying, of technical failures, of missing parts, of
Missing cables, wrong cables.
missing cables, wrong cables, getting the software to work, getting it all jigged up and ready, and after all of that, we are here today, and then next week it will break.
It's given us 1 episode at least.
It'll give us 1 episode, 1 special episode.
I'm going to flip a table if that happens.
Yeah.
Not my
Yeah,
table.
it might be yours.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Although it probably break by the looks of it.
Yeah, well, actually, it's pretty sturdy.
The wonders of IKEA flat pack furniture.
Yeah. Student housing.
Yeah.
Student housing. So, episode 17. What have you two been up to this week? Kev?
I shall go first. I've been playing the shit out of Far Cry 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've classed. Well, yeah, it's just an expression, you know.
Did you wear male diapers at least?
I did, so it's fine. I knew to be clean.
You're secure.
How far are you through it?
I've not really been doing the story. There's just so many other things. Like,
Sorry. Carry on, Kevin. How far are you through?
Taking this weighty part. How far are you through it? Without too many spoilers.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm about 5 main story quests into it, if that makes sense. Because you have to do so many other things. What I've been doing, I've just been exploring the island, upgrading the equipment, upgrading the skills. You have to go around and sort of disable radio towers so you can release different sections on the map.
Yeah, I've played it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I've just been doing that, going around taking outposts, and I've only really got 2 more equipments to upgrade through the rare
Fair enough.
animals now.
Do you like the bow?
Yeah, I always use it.
Oh, so I'm
Amazing.
different. I hate the bow.
Well, I use the bow and a silent sniper rifle,
Fair enough.
so I sort of go in stealthily, I guess.
That said, the explosive bow is really cool.
It is. I've only got fire arrows at the moment.
What do you think of Vass?
He's a. I've played it before, and I know what happens, but like,
Alright, so
yeah, he's just.
Vass is like my favourite character.
He's so like.
He's such a well written character.
I think they do really well in writing him in like you really hate him.
Yeah,
it's
you
sort
hate
of like you have boss battles and stuff in other games, and you sort of go, oh, it's just a monster, I'll kill it and stuff. This one actually has the backstory to actually build up some emotion towards it.
Yeah,
Like the whole, I just got past a bit, spoilers, where you're sat on top of a tower with 2 other survivors. They take one of them and then set the whole building on fire.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's the last story mission I've done. But
Vass is just unnerving.
yeah, he's really. I don't know how to describe it properly, but the way he is, like the whole jitteriness, and he just seems so on edge.
Yeah, he seems unpredictable.
Yeah, that's the
Like,
one. That's a
you
good
don't
word.
know whether he'll just turn around and just
Knock you out or kill you.
burn you alive or whatever.
Like at the start bit where he just lets you go, and then that whole first introduction scenenery bit is amazing.
Oh yeah, when you're running away.
Yeah, that first bit actually got me hooked on Far Cry completely. But I never played 1 or 2.
I love 2. Two's actually, I prefer 2 over 3.
Yeah.
But each of them have different
Sort of aspects to it, yeah.
Far Cry 3 is a lot more arcadey than Far Cry 2, which isn't. I think I've talked about this before. It isn't better or worse. It's just whether you want sort of more of a realism focus. Far Cry 2, like it has like the weapon degradation system, so like your weapons will jam or they'll break.
Oh right, so you have to rebuild it or fix them and stuff like that. Yeah.
Everything is a lot more unpredictable.
Got malaria
That's good.
as well, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah, you've got malaria. You can have a malaria attack in the middle of a firefight, and you have to go and inject yourself.
That's pretty damn cool.
And it's just I like it because it's a lot more unpredictable. And like you like throw a grenade and it's a dud. You're like, oh, for fuck's sake! Fire your gun and it jams. And then you have a malaria attack.
Yeah.
I've had all of these happen during like a battle,
All at the same time.
all at the same time. I just sort of like curl up and die.
It's a very polarizing game, though, isn't it?
It is a
For
very
lot of people.
polarizing game.
Like,
Some people like that unpredictability, like me. Others prefer it as like others prefer like it to be more like another shooter where you have like I don't know. You feel like you've tooled up for it, so you deserve to have a bit of it.
Okay.
So Far Cry 3, you feel a lot more powerful in it, and it's a lot more arcadey.
I like the whole collector system as well. Like, I bought all the maps for the areas that I'm able to go, and as I've unlocked each area, I've done the outpost first, then the little quests and the hunter and stuff like that. And then I've just gone around collecting like relics and lost letters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I never read through it in the first one, but reading through it all sort of intertwines with the story.
Yeah.
And it's really well done. Like I read all the descriptions now, and it all sort of makes you more into the game, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
So you know like the connections between different things and stuff like that.
I didn't mention Far Cry 1 because Far Cry 1 is a completely different kind of game. Like Far Cry 1 has basically no similarity to 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Essentially a tech demo, wasn't it, originally, anyway?
Well, yeah, it's not the CryEngine. That was Crysis.
Yeah.
It's some engine that they did it on first.
Yeah.
And it was a good game.
I can't really remember it.
It's a lot more, it was linear, which makes a huge difference right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's got some very supernatural elements to it. It's like maybe not supernatural, but it's more like genetic experiments and mutated creatures that you're fighting.
Bad science.
Bad science. Really good game until the last like few levels when the mutants come in and
Yeah, I know that's happened with a few games. Do you ever remember the old True Crime? Streets of LA.
played some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it.
Is that the one with all the mafia and...
Yeah.
Did it have mutants in it?
Yep.
Right, the
Not
end.
mutants.
It was aliens, wasn't it?
It was aliens or ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell, that was completely different to what I...
Yeah, it completely turned upside down and decided to inject supernatural elements into it. And
maybe you repressed it, Carl.
Maybe I repressed it.
It's
No, I didn't complete it.
Okay.
It's one point where it kind of splits off in a tangent. But yeah, you remember that, don't you?
Yeah. I loved the game up until that.
Yeah.
I was sort of just like,
It's my problem with the Assassin's Creed series since number 2.
I had similar issues as well.
Aliens, and now I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just fucking retarded. I don't like aliens.
I don't know why they thought that having like worldwide conspiracy that spans centuries, even millennia, was not cool enough.
Yeah, surely you can bring in.
There's so much that you can build in that you don't have to add additional elements.
You don't have to spread it across space as well as time.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
That's why I prefer stories that have like a couple of like main things that they focus on. They try and do it really deeply, which is what I like about Far Cry 3, because it has the whole like madness angle.
Yeah.
And it does it does madness to like its full extent.
It goes
really far into it. Whereas like Assassin's Creed, where it's like, here's a cool thing, and here's another cool thing, and here's another cool thing, but we'll just totally forget about the first cool thing.
Yeah.
One last thing about Far Cry 3 is the art style. It's actually a really beautiful game. Like, you play through it, and it's
extremely colourful.
Yeah, you go to the top of a mountain, you look around, you can see the whole map. Like, if you go to the tallest mountain, and there's a bit you can't go to, which is the southern part. And you look over and you try to swim there as well, just go out of bounds, and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
And then I get killed by a shark.
The animals are really good
Yeah.
as well. They weren't in Far Cry. Well, you had like zebras and things in Far Cry 2, but you didn't have like the kill animals.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to take an outpost and I got attacked by a tiger, and then they saw me and I was like, for fuck's sake.
Those damn tiger attacks. When you walk into the shops and you get a tiger.
Yeah.
Oh, those days, eh?
It's one of those things. Bad days.
Yeah.
Jack, what have you been up to?
Well, I've been up to a few different things. Started reading the book about The Room.
The Room of the film.
The Room of the film, obviously, not just about a room. Yeah, it's a fantastic book. It's very interesting. Also been playing Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
You got it.
I really enjoy it.
Okay.
That's good. Do you think did you get your money's worth?
I knew that question already. No, it's not £20 worth, which everybody has already said. But as I don't know, I think it's already been covered quite a bit.
Yeah, we've talked about it before, but
it's like the tanker mission. It's like the mission where in the third one.
Second one, you mean?
Sorry, no. But I mean, it's like the mission in the third one where you kind of start off.
Oh, like the Operation.
Yeah.
Something. I don't know.
Yeah. Where you go and then you end up getting thrown off a bridge.
Yeah.
It's that.
Okay, so it's like it's a prologue.
It's a prologue, and it sets.
Which I guess you expected, but like those ones weren't billed as near full price games.
No, I know.
Well, half price games, I suppose.
I mean, it's a good way of a gateway into it because the controls have changed a lot. Like, it's no longer the L2R2 sort of inventory. It's now on the directional pad.
Alright, okay.
So they've changed quite a few of the controls. You don't have to push triangle anymore to aim and stuff like that.
Which I kind of like.
Yeah.
I saw about the controls myself and I found it quite appealing. It's modernised.
Yeah, the controls are much more user-friendly. The movements are much more normal, and Keith Sutherland does a fantastic job of the voice and the mocap. And there's no real issue of Hater leaving as such.
Yeah. I think I've said this before, I think Keith Sutherland, because they mocapped him as well for his facial reactions.
Yeah.
I think it does very good to have an actual, like a fully ranged actor rather than a voice actor, so that you can see his facial emotion as well.
Yeah, definitely fits in well with it.
Nothing bad on David Hayter. It's just different professions.
Yeah. No, overall it's a good game, but no, it's not worth the £22 I paid for it.
Fair enough.
Is it a short one?
It's only about 2 hours, if that.
Although there are like side missions that you can do.
Yeah. Collect all the tapes, obviously.
But they are all in the same area.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
it's not a massive
So they built one area and then they try and do different levels in it. Which,
Yeah, I'd maybe pay like a tenner for it, maybe not.
Yeah.
Not 22 quid.
It reminds me of when I think about that, I think about Halo 4's Spartan Ops.
Yeah.
Have you ever played that?
Yeah.
They recycle the levels all the time in that.
Yeah.
Like they have, this is like the desert arena level, and then they say to you like, you've got to go and clear out the enemies for the aircraft to land. And then a couple of missions later, they're like, welcome back here! The enemies overran the base. And then a couple of missions after that, we gotta get out of here!
Yeah.
Fight them again! But that was free, so I didn't like it.
Yeah, very true. And it was enjoyable.
It was quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
Even if the convoluted excuses to get you to the same place over and over again were quite... Welcome back to the spaceship! We got overrun again!
Why haven't we destroyed the ship yet? Okay.
Oh, I guess you got to pick up this special item. 2 weeks later, oh, I guess there was another special item you forgot about the first time.
That's a similar sort of situation. That's you have to go find the intel from the target inside base.
Yeah.
Guess who it is?
Oh, it's Kojima, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
I should have noticed because at the start
I heard he was in it.
You have these glasses and you're like,
Oh.
is it going to be Hal's dad? Nope. He puts on the glasses and like, fuck's sake, Kojima. And he's like, what took you so long? He's like, fuck's sake. You meta piece of shit.
Well.
Take it you don't really like him.
Never put yourself in a game.
No, I don't mind it, but it's so painfully obvious Kojima.
Yeah, okay.
It's just what he does.
People like that.
I do like it, I enjoy it.
His personality is very much an integral part of
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid.
And I love Kojima because he's Hideo fucking Kojima.
Yeah, but that was a bit on the nose.
Yeah, it's very sort of I made this game.
Which
Paid £22 for this.
Have you picked up any of the audio logs?
Picked up a few. I was going to go through it and try and get all of them.
Yeah.
But I know there's been a lot of issue with
As
with Paz and then saying it's a reward and stuff like that. Although I think people are taking it a little bit too far. Like one of them,
it is very we talked about this a few weeks ago, and so I listened to the audio logs in their entirety.
Yeah.
And they're as much as I say Kojima's being very brave to do it, it is some really, really heavy stuff.
That's what I mean.
Too heavy for a Metal Gear Solid game.
That's the issue, though. I think it's trying to combat against
its
reputation.
Yeah.
But then it's always had very dark themes to it. Raiden's a child soldier.
Yeah, we're repeating ourselves. I know.
Yeah.
So we'll to be brief about it again. Yeah, right. They have had dark themes in it before, but this is
it's played it off with humour though.
It's played it off with humour. It's juxtaposed with it. The best emotional moments in any medium often come up in comedies because you're not expecting them. Whereas this, it feels like it really should not have comedy moments in it.
But that's what I mean. They've removed all of that from this game though. There's no comedy moments. That's the issue with the Metal Gear Solid. With this, it doesn't have those comedic moments to play it off.
I'm not sure it could have gone well. It was
just dark as fuck.
I think
if you went that dark, I don't think any amount of comedy would have been really appropriate.
That's what I mean. But with there being no comedy, it's fighting against its reputation in a way.
Yeah.
And I think people who may not have played the game before don't quite understand where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Or where Kojima's coming from, and obviously that also has to fight against new character. Is it Quiet?
Quiet. Yeah, the sniper.
Yeah.
And people are worried about because Kojima hasn't had the best track record with female characters in his games.
Well, that is again an issue though, because there was a writer for The Guardian who complained about the only way that Paz could be this big sort of, bad person was if she cut her hair, so she's less feminized. Isn't true because she's been jailed, she's in prison, she's been degraded as less than human. It's quite a common thing to cut off their hair.
Yeah.
But that is ignoring the ending of Peace Walker completely. Which obviously
I never played Peace Walker. I know the story.
You have to play through it a few times. You have to grind.
Yeah, you have to get the secret ending.
Yeah.
Paz turns out to be...
Which, Paz is the bad guy. And that completely invalidates the writer's point, showing that they haven't played it. It is a good 5, 6, 7 years old now, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that Peace Walker been out that long? Wow.
PSP game.
Oh, well, fuck you guys.
So I think there's an issue of...
We should really settle on the point where we don't have to say spoilers.
Yeah.
Because I find myself saying it all the time, and then I realise that it's fucking years old. But it's a difficult issue.
Yeah.
And it can only really be settled when the full game comes out.
Yeah. But also, the good thing, which I think people are mistaken for, is character development. But it's not Paz's character development, because that's already happened in Peace Walker. Mm-hmm. Rape isn't being used as a developer of character for Paz.
Yeah.
At all. it's something that happens. It's horrible, but it's not a piece of development of a character like, say, people complained with Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Like, that was a character development part.
It is, like...
And obviously, that's not the way it should be
quite,
taken.
like, really common
Yeah.
stories. Like, just like, if you want, a lot of, like, lazy writers think, if you want to make a female character to be, like, sympathetic, then her backstory is, well, she got raped.
I mean, isn't that pretty much what...
It does happen a lot. It does happen a
lot.
lot.
Yeah. But
and it's a lazy way of doing it.
Yeah.
Isn't that most of Jodie Foster's career?
Oh yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
It's valid in some cases, but a lot of the time it feels like you can't shoehorn something like that in.
Yeah.
No.
And it doesn't feel like that's what is happening. But
yeah, this is one of the exceptions to that.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough. So
they're going to have to wait until, obviously...
Yeah, very, very ambivalent, polarised games. This is very much a polarised game discussion here.
Yeah.
So that's been your week, unless there's any other major things?
Not particularly, no. No, just exams.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Right,
We'll just skip over it.
Yeah, let's not do
Let's not think about
that.
those.
So, Cal, what have you been doing then?
I finished Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, did you like it?
I like the ending a lot more than other people do.
I do as well. Me too. It's really... I really like the way it was done. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it linked in well with like the whole ideology throughout the whole thing.
People wanted a big end to the conflict with the Cylons.
Yeah.
Like they wanted a big battle, which you get a big battle like a couple of episodes before.
Yeah, you do. But the whole point is that it keeps happening.
Yeah, it keeps happening.
Yeah.
And it's a human story. It's
Yeah,
not
definitely.
It's not a story about the battle with the Cylons. Cylons are just sort of facilitators for the story.
Yeah.
It's a human story. Also, so I went on Twitter to say, I really liked it. Guess who messaged me to say thank you for watching it?
Who?
I had James Edward Olmos
Really?
message me.
No way.
He said,
Thank you so much.
he did say thank you. I said, I messaged him and he said, I said, keep that ship flying, Captain. I messaged it a couple of episodes before I realised.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be flying it anymore. And then he messaged me saying, well, welcome aboard, soldier. So we all. And I think I had my biggest fangirl moments.
Yep. Start giggling at your laptop like...
You shouldn't call him Captain, he's Admiral.
Nice.
Yeah. So I finished that. Played through Dishonored again.
Finished it now.
Last week. Yeah, I finished Dishonored again.
Nice.
Oh, speaking of finishing things, actually, I just forgot. I finished Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah.
I really enjoyed it, and now I'm sad.
There's a bit of tone shift.
Yeah.
Did you notice like a tone shift towards the tail end of the series?
A little bit, yeah.
I think the episodes got a bit... They're still really good.
Yeah.
But the latter episodes, sort of past the halfway point, got a bit worse.
I don't know, I think they sort of... Towards the latter part, they did rack up the moral ambiguity of it all.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Because they showed a lot more of the inner sort of warmth, didn't they? Especially towards the last 3 or so episodes with that arc.
Yeah, definitely.
But now I'm sad because it's probably not going to come back until like 2015.
End of this year.
It's the end of this year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Makes Jack a lot happier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see more of it.
Finally get to see where those Titans came from.
Yeah.
Or at least get a little more information about it.
Yeah.
Still continues the whole everyone gets murdered all the time.
Yes.
Right towards the end of the series. I was worried when... It may just be because they changed the theme tune, didn't they?
I didn't enjoy
the
it.
second
As much
thing
as
she
the
was
first
shit.
one. It was bad.
They stuck with it, or
The first one got you like really pumped up.
It's a really
it's
good
like,
song. The music in it is
like
fantastic.
It's like a proper rock.
Still J-poppy, but
It's like a J-poppy
ballad.
rock ballad going on, and then the second one's very slowed down and it's quite.
It's
so everyone's dead.
not really. It's just it's still very upbeat, but
Slower. Yeah. Oh, okay.
You get like it goes from like electric guitars in the first one to like sort of trumpets and things in the second one, and it's like, oh, we're going on an adventure.
Yeah, it's all very
Oh, no.
I don't know, cliched.
Yeah.
I have to say.
Whereas the first one is like fucking everyone's dead, but never mind, we're so good. We're
gonna carry on and
like,
kill them all.
persevere. We're gonna kill them all.
The second
And
one
all the lyrics
is
are
like that.
the lyrics are all like, in the first one.
In the second one, there as well, it's I'm going to destroy them all, even if we all die.
Is that in the second one?
Yeah, it's still in the second one like that.
Oh,
Even
first
if the grass
one's
dies, I'll still kill them all. It's something.
First
like
one's
that.
all like mountains of bodies. We'll climb over them to kill you all.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's all very.
Pumped up lyrics.
Like the first one's
Yeah.
like even the first one's title opening. What's it? Yeah, the theme visuals.
Oh yeah.
It has like thousands of people dying and like thousands
Chains.
of soldiers coming over,
Yeah.
getting chains out, people like getting ripped apart.
It starts off like a Dragon Force song.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But a lot more memorable than the Dragon Force song.
Yeah.
Sort of like makes sense. Through the fire and the flames. We'll carry on. That's the lyric.
Last actual episode, I won't go into details because this is definitely
spoilers
territory.
Okay.
And we still want Kev to watch it.
Yeah.
I still haven't got round to starting it.
Yeah, the bit that it ends on
Yeah.
is really a fuck you as well. It's like, oh, you got this far. No.
Also, the parallelism between what he says and what you see. Did you watch after the credits?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, can't wait till.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see whether you can always pick up the manga.
Yeah, I think I'll just wait until the second series.
Yeah, I think I'll probably do the same. Really,
I'm not really a manga fan.
it's expensive.
Yeah, that's
Can
it.
you not find it online?
I don't know actually.
'Cause there are a lot of
I'm
there's a
sure
lot
you
of
could definitely find it online.
Yeah, because I read Death Note.
Mm.
I quite enjoyed that actually, up until a certain point, which I seem to do with a few things. I decide it ends for me at that point, and I don't go back to it like I did with Supernatural. I
Yeah.
did the same thing with Death Note.
Okay.
There's a lot of things where if you get bored of it, you can just decide this is where it ended, and then you make
Well,
your own headcanon.
yeah. Well, have you ever seen or read Death Note?
No.
There's a
I
certain
know
point-
vaguely what the storyline is.
Again, it shouldn't be spoiled, it's been out for years, but there's a certain point where L dies, and he got shit.
Fair enough.
And I was just like, I'm done here. This is where it ends.
Yeah.
Oh well.
He's not bitter about it or anything.
Alright.
So do you want to get into the news?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sounds
cool.
good.
First bit of news. A new Unreal Tournament game has been announced. It will be free,
Yay.
but not free to play.
Oh.
What do you mean, oh?
Why? Why would
will-
it be free but not free to
It
play?
will be, okay, so
Right.
it will be free to play it, but free to play, often it describes a base game that's free. It's annoying how I have to come up like this terminology here.
Free to play is a business model.
Free to play is a business model.
Oh, right,
You
okay.
get a baseline game and then it will pester you over and over again to buy sort of new clothes for your character,
Yeah.
or if you want to get ahead a few levels, or
Yeah.
if you want new weapons, then you have to pay microtransactions. Annoying that
EVE Online, I suppose, is that free to play or not?
EVE Online is a bit different because you pay with subscriptions.
Star Trek Online is definitely free to play. Basically, you can download the game for free, you can play the game for free.
Yeah. But you wouldn't be able to progress past a certain point.
Oh, no,
without
you
paying
can get up to
something,
the
or-
top level, but if you want, the Defiant from DS9,
Yeah.
if you want an embellished version of that, you'd have to pay for it, or if you want the Enterprise D
Okay, yeah.
in an embellished form, you'd have to pay for that.
I think the earliest game
Yeah.
I played that had that model was RuneScape.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
remember RuneScape.
It's not always. No, RuneScape's still going strong.
I thought they stopped the servers recently.
I don't know. As far like I checked on it a few months ago and it's
No.
fine.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's like free to play is not always bad. It can go very well. Like our beloved MMOs and things.
Mm-hmm.
So, but in recent times, it's got a negative connotation. So, Unreal Tournament will be free, but not free to play. There's not much information about the game, like the game itself, but it will allow people to create their own content through the Unreal Engine 4 and sell it online.
Have you seen some of the stuff coming out that people have put into the new Unreal Engine?
The Unreal. Well, I've seen stuff that Unreal, that Epic have made. And I saw. It was BioShock.
Yes. Yeah.
BioShock. Someone made a little tableau of BioShock made in Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah.
The Big Daddies looked fucking awful.
Yeah, I mean they took the original assets, didn't they, and just put them into Unreal.
Yeah, and then they all got a bit janky with the lighting.
Yeah, the water still doesn't look fantastic, but they've done it with the Temple of Time from
from Zelda.
Yeah.
All right.
And it looks fantastic. I'd suggest taking a look. Yeah.
Really impressive, Unreal Engine 4. Looking forward to it. I know Alex, who we had a few
3D artist.
Yeah, Alex, my friend, the 3D artist, he's very interested in Unreal Engine 4.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't wait to get his hands on it.
Is he going to make some himself then?
Yeah, he's going to try and make a few things for it. He could possibly sell it through for Unreal Tournaments.
That'd be good.
Blurring the lines on free to play, I suppose, with that. Although it seems like it's just going to be like cosmetic items.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like you'll buy a new gun or anything.
It'll be like a new place that you sort of buy then.
Yeah, you might buy a new character skin or possibly a new map.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with, as long as it doesn't change like change the balance of the game. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
So, and this seems to be like it will be the first proper Unreal Engine 4 showcase game, because they always like to have the Unreal Tournament games have been Unreal Engine showcase games.
Yeah.
So maybe the new standard for a lot of developers.
Possibly.
Unreal Engine 3 was the most used engine for the last generation.
Yeah.
So 4 might be maybe not the dominant one, but one of the most used ones, because they got like more a lot cheaper and use like simple engines like Unity that a lot of people are using.
Yeah.
And like indie developers are using Unity a lot. Source Engine 2 coming out in the near future, but Valve are teasing it to be like developed for indies, so it's going to be quite easy to use. It's going to be quite cheap. And Unreal Engine 4 looks like the licenses will be very cheap indeed, so people will get to play around for it. It's the old cigarettes method. You get someone, you market to them young.
Oh right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then they're hooked for life.
I was
Not
just
saying that Epic are equivalent to cigarette manufacturers.
Just making people addicted to 3D design.
Well, there are worse things to be addicted to.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. They can put it on their portfolios and stuff as well, couldn't they?
I was going to say, you've been watching Mad Men.
Well.
Do you know if they get to price what they make themselves, or do...
I don't know. I imagine that they might be able to price it.
And then they get a sort of review by the actual...
You have to wonder whether it would be like World of Warcraft, where they've created their own economy within the game.
Yeah, could be that as well.
So you have sort of market fluctuations for certain things.
Yeah.
I compare it to the Steam trading cards that you get, where you can sell them for however much you want, but it will show you like the general market price of the card, and it will usually be a few pennies.
Yeah.
So these things will probably go for pennies.
Yeah.
Or
eventually maybe like a couple of quid.
A couple of quid at the most, I imagine.
Yeah, for like the massive maps that they make.
A couple of quid for like a map or two.
Yeah.
And it's a decent business model.
It is. It's not expensive. It's
It allows people to make money from it.
Will the developer then take a cut off that though?
Yeah, they will.
To maintain obviously server prices.
Yeah, there's they haven't said it, but they're going to. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
So, they provided the tools. So
yeah, exactly.
They're right to.
If they need the money to keep going, then it's fair enough.
Yeah. But talking about Unreal Tournament itself, have you two played any Unreal Tournament games?
No.
Oh, right. Neither have I.
Because I was too young really when the first one came out to have anything to connect to the internet to use it.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. I never had very good internet in the early days of Unreal.
Yeah.
And then the Unreal Tournament 3, I played a bit, but it wasn't very good. A lot of people panned it.
Yeah.
So maybe this will be a return to form.
Hopefully so.
And possibly the first Unreal Tournament game for a lot of gamers.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so moving on. Dying Light has been delayed until February 2015, sadly. This is a shame, because I was quite looking forward to it.
Which one's Dying Light? Have we mentioned it before?
Dying Light, we haven't mentioned it before. I got confused last week, I believe, where you said that you were playing Deadlight.
Right, yeah, okay.
So this is Dying Light, similar to Deadlight.
Okay.
They're not quite Deadlights. Dying Light.
Prequel.
No, different, completely different. It looks very good. It's a combination between it's a zombie game with Mirror's Edge free running mechanics.
Ooh.
Set in, or at least partly in, from what the footage has shown, South America. All the demos they've shown are in favelas.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're running through very rickety.
There's a lot of stuff to jump on as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose it's a logical place for a zombie outbreak to take place. Such a big, high-density area, such as the barrios and favelas of South America.
Yeah.
I suppose it's good for free running as well.
Yeah. It looks beautifully horrifying. I'll say that. But yeah, it's got quite the Dying Light thing is also because it's got a day-night cycle, and at night the zombies become at daytime the zombies are sort of slow-ish. They do this weird zombie jog thing that a lot of zombie games nowadays are doing.
Okay.
Because, slow zombies.
Too boring.
Not too boring, too easy.
But then surely zombies are getting too boring.
The zombies themselves, arguably, are getting very boring nowadays. I'm personally a little bit sick of them, but then at the same time, I really want a new Left 4 Dead.
I never rated Left 4 Dead.
Really?
I loved it.
I think it's overrated. I didn't see a difference between the first and second one, really.
Yeah,
I
think that's a fair criticism, but I quite enjoyed them.
Yeah, I do enjoy playing it for a bit, maybe with someone else, not on my own,
Yeah. Plus, I love the Dead Rising games.
Yeah, I do like those.
One, but it looks very good. But yeah, Dying Light, the zombies get much faster, much more aggressive during the night, and also it's got a very good lighting engine, so you can't see for shit.
So it's realistic as fuck then.
Yeah, so when you're free running and you can't see for shit, things become a lot more difficult because you have to either try and guess where you're going or descend to street level.
Oh no. For a second there I thought you were going to say when the light goes out, zombies can suddenly free run. What the fuck? Imagine that. Spend the whole night running away from
zombies. To be
fair,
I was expecting that as well. I was expecting you to say they get a lot quicker, a lot stronger, a lot faster, and they can free run after you.
Maybe not as quick with the free running, but
that would be like World War Z, the film.
Yeah. You spend the whole night just running.
That's probably my favourite thing about World War. As much as
I quite like the film.
As much as I wish that it had any other name attached to it.
Yeah.
Because I like the film, but I don't like it because it's nothing like the book.
Yeah.
The zombies in that were fucking terrifying.
Forming piles.
It was
what the fuck?
It wasn't like human beings in that. It was like a wave.
Yeah.
Free running zombies. That'd be quite awful.
The logistics of that seem kind of impossible, though.
I don't think it's impossible. I think it'll be very difficult to do.
Yeah.
There comes a certain point where non-supernatural zombies lose any sort of immersiveness.
Like Resident Evil.
Well, not even that. Walking Dead. They're infinite energy creators. There's only a certain point of time
I see what you mean.
without any sort of reanimation or any supernatural sort of illness that I can really immerse myself into that.
Yeah.
Because even just to sort of not rot away, they need some form of energy.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't eat animals. They only eat humans. But they don't really in The Walking Dead, though. They seem to be able to keep on going without any sustenance, wind, getting set on fire. They don't seem to need any sort of energy in it.
Yeah.
It gets a bit...
Yeah, I see what you mean. Because after a while they should have all starved, really.
Yeah, or
majority of them, anyway.
28 days later, all the zombies starved.
Yeah, and I kind of like that, because it wasn't...
They're not zombies,
are they? They're just people in...
It's like a rage thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
With supernatural zombies...
That's the new way to get around not making it a zombie game. Oh, they're infected.
With anger.
So that's pretty much what 28 Days Later was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They have the anger virus.
It was like the first one to do it, though, so I don't...
No, yeah.
So, 28 Days Later is probably one of my favourite zombie films.
Yeah,
I do enjoy it. 28 days... What was it?
Weeks later?
28 weeks later, that's terrible.
It's okay. It's not... I'd say
it's not the worst.
I'd say it's watchable, but the pacing in it is terrible.
Yeah.
But the actual... a lot of the scenes in it are really good.
Yeah, but it just seems to ignore the ending of 28 Days Later.
Oh, certainly.
It's in France. Oh, wait, no, it isn't now. It's fine.
They had... what was this? Oh, yeah, 28 months later was...
they did that?
No, they didn't do that.
Oh, right,
It had I followed the development of that. It had such a troubled process behind it. Danny Boyle said that he'd come back, and then he took one look at the script and ran away.
So he didn't do 28 weeks later, did he?
No, he didn't. It was an American director.
I was going to say, I don't think he touched you with a barge pole.
No. Yeah. 28 months later is not like...
I can't imagine that to be good. It would just be like a massive drag out of the whole series.
I think the script I saw, or I didn't see a complete script, it was like the script outline that I saw. It was going to be taking place in like a mountainous area. It said mountainous area in Britain, so whether that would be Snowdonia or like the Lake District or Scotland, I don't know which. And it was going to be like
it's like fucking Yorkshire.
Yorkshire zombies.
That's exactly what I thought.
Throwing the puddings at them.
Will we eat that? I went a bit more.
They're here.
So I went a bit more Geordie than Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Just zombies with flat caps on.
Now I know what I was in Dying Light. Rerunning Yorkshire zombies. Maybe there'll be a level set there.
Went round the corner.
I don't know whether it'll be like fully set in South America or whether it'll be like a globe-trotting adventure. But everything they've shown seems to be it's going to be set in favelas and very cramped
towns and stuff.
Shanty towns, very cramped, very hard to navigate areas.
Yeah. It is the hardest place, isn't it? Amount of people there.
Amount of people and like just what Jack said, the sheer density of the places.
Yeah.
This isn't Mirror's Edge. It's Mirror's Edge free running, but it's not anywhere. It's not Mirror's Edge where you can see like a very clear path through somewhere and everything's all white and clean. This is going to be like you'll be bumping up against walls.
Just in a hole of chaos.
You're in a hole of chaos.
Yeah.
So have you ever seen sort of aerial shots of the statue of Jesus in Rio de Janeiro?
No. Was it?
You know, the big massive white
statue?
Yeah,
but I've not seen...
You can see from sort of aerial shots these big, massive, dense sort of shacks, one next to each other, built up and up and up.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, they do have a massive poverty problem there.
Yeah.
So that's Dying Light. I'll be very interested to see that. That's coming out on PC and I believe this gen consoles.
At some point, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So Next bit of news. The Elder Scrolls Online Console Edition has been delayed 6 months. And nothing of value was lost.
I don't know what you're going, I've heard about it, that's been terrible.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm thinking, because we discussed it before, haven't we?
We discussed it quite a few times. It seems like they're waiting for the PC version to go free to play.
Free to play is probably the best option.
Because the PC version is out, it's been out for a month, and the reviews have been average at best.
Yeah. We did say it's not a really good idea as well, didn't we? I mean, there's potential there, but I don't think they've reached it.
But they barely tried to make it any different from WoW. It's a paint by numbers MMO.
Yeah.
They went, WoW's got a good template.
Let's copy it.
And, swap out their orcs for our orcs. And WoW, it's a good system for WoW, but if you want players to invest potentially years of their life into a big budget MMO, you have to then give it its own identity.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have it.
Especially with something like the Elder Scrolls as well.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that people had to petition to have a first person view in it.
Really? So is it third person?
It was third person in all their videos, and then people signed a huge petition to get first person in it. So now it's got a very wonky first person view.
Yeah, I suppose it must have rushed through the whole.
Yeah, they rushed into implementing it.
Yeah.
I think that says it all, really.
Yeah.
It's like we didn't want to make an Elder Scrolls MMO. We wanted to make an MMO with a good name to it.
Yeah.
And we just happened to own the Elder Scrolls name.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Is there a reason why it's been delayed 6 months, or is it the whole making of it?
Technical difficulties.
Okay, and trying to improve it, I'm guessing.
And waiting to see how well the PC version comes.
Yeah,
okay. The PC's version it's going okay,
but
we want to see how it's going to go before we release it on such a bigger scale.
We want to see just how much we'll have to lower the price.
Yeah,
I can see it coming out. Maybe not for free on the consoles, but certainly at a reduced price.
Yeah, they're not having to pay people to play it.
It's not that bad, but it's just boring. That's the main thing that's been said about it. It's like it's polished, but it's boring.
Sure, that's the worst sort of thing for a piece of entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Especially an MMO, which, again, people spend years on these things.
Yeah.
So, to have it right out of the gate be just rote and dull and everything you've seen before in an MMO, it's like people will drop off quite quickly. Much like Star Wars. Which apparently is... it's been a lot more successful since it went free to play. The Old Republic.
Yes,
oh right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, originally it was very scarcely populated, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then they went free to play, and apparently it's drawing quite a nice profit. Nowhere near as much as projected, but it's profitable, and they'll keep it running.
Yeah.
Well, did they originally want to make it an MMO though?
Yes.
I thought originally they wanted to make it just another RPG.
I think they should have done a version of it like that, but also...
I wanted another RPG, I wanted Coast War 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's what originally I thought they wanted to do with it, but it kind of got forced towards an MMO, but I could be completely wrong with that.
So that's the Elder Scrolls Online. What a lovely game. I'll move these news about. Skipping forward to other Star Wars news. Star Wars Battlefront 3 is going to be shown at E3.
Yes!
Yay!
I've been asking for this game for years.
Everyone has. However, given that it's being developed by DICE, a sort of rocky developer in recent years,
they can't mess this one up.
Well,
come on. You say that now. Was that more a plead than a...
Yeah, more of a plead.
Our hopes are riding on this DICE. Do not make it another Battlefield 4.
That's what
If you have to delay it.
Yeah.
How's it going to turn out in light of Battlefield?
Worst case scenario, it will be Battlefield 4 with a Star Wars skin.
It could also be the best case scenario.
I wouldn't say so.
I don't know.
If he doesn't have a third-person view, I'm out.
Yeah, that's the same with me. I don't want it first person.
Well,
It isn't Battlefront, like.
A PC version had first-person view. You could switch between them.
Yeah, you could do the same
I
in
didn't mind the
PS2.
first-person view.
It did seem a bit weird, like. Say,
It felt more natural to be in third-person view.
Yeah, definitely.
And it was nice seeing your tiny soldier as a little. You didn't feel so much of a hero.
Yeah, you were one of them.
First-person view, you feel like you're much more in control and you can do a lot more.
But when you're one of those, you're just exactly the same as everyone else.
Yeah, which is the Battlefront.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing. It's like
you're just another
kill
soldier.
a couple of people, you die. You get up, you kill a couple of people, you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really love Battlefront. I've got 1 and 2 on the Xbox.
It's the world's fastest roguelike.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't wait for another Battlefield game.
Battlefront
game. I think I can wait for another Battlefield game.
When is E3? Is that June?
E3 will be the start of June.
Yeah.
So we have a month to go. In light of that, we will be very busy.
How do you mean?
Because there will be a lot announced.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Lots of news.
I thought you meant not in podcast mode. I was like, oh, no, you have no more work. It's fine.
Well, I suppose we might still be gone.
Yeah.
So we'll have to set up Skyping.
Maybe. Well, it depends. What date is it? If it's like early June, then I'm still going to be here.
Early June, I won't be here.
Oh, right, yeah. You're moving to thingy.
Yeah. That's sad news.
Yeah. Anyway.
Which is happy news. Yeah.
Until it comes out and it ends up like Battlefield 4.
Oh, don't say that.
If that happens now, I'm blaming Jack.
How's it my fault? Blame
It's
Jack.
always your fault, Jack.
I'm not a spokesperson for Jack.
Damn it, Jack.
Hey, don't turn this around on me. I'll take care.
In other sci-fi news,
Fucking Kev.
CCP Games have banned 3 EVE Online players for defacing a monument of their game in Iceland.
Oh.
Quite serious.
I've only just realised how communist their name sounds. I only just put it together, the CCCP, the USSR and Russia.
They're CCP, they're not CCCP.
Yeah, I know, the name kind of reminds me of...
Communists.
Well, yeah, it's CCCP.
In other news, we found a terrible secret.
The Soviet Union is now functioning as the EVE Online.
EVE Online. The space-dwelling Soviet Union.
There'll be a Nazi squadron as well. We did say they went to the moon.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on before my rude interruption.
CCP Games have banned 3 EVE Online players for defacing a monument of their game in Iceland. A real-life monument, not a virtual Iceland. Defacing their monuments on Hoth. The monument has the names of all active and sadly deceased players in EVE engraved onto it. It's a really cool looking monument. You should have a look at it. You can actually find your... Well, not your name, but if you were an EVE Online active player, you could. There's a website you can go on and you could find your name on the monuments.
That's cool.
It's literally a Control F for the actual monument.
Yeah. Control F for real life. Which is quite cool. So 3 players went to Iceland and scratched out the names of their rivals.
Oh. Shit got serious.
Causing them to be permanently banned.
Yeah.
Which is the only way of dealing with it.
Yeah.
No, they're also...
You can't just go and, like...
No. I know, like, people get really into the game and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's just the game.
EVE Online is serious business. Well, you say it's just a game, it's serious business for a lot of people. People win and lose a shitload of money from it. But yeah, you have to very heavily police it if it goes, because there's so much money flying around, you have to very heavily police things that are happening outside of the game. There's been things that happened before, like when a major battle was about to go on, a group of players cut the electricity to someone's house.
Wow.
to make sure that they couldn't participate in the battle.
Jeez.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there have been instances of this happening before, and it needs to be cracked down.
Yeah, that's quite extreme, I think. I know like money's involved, but
I've said before, but if you watch the Steam documentary free to play, it's worth a watch. But you start to see how obsessed people become with MMOs, sort of thing. It's a really interesting documentary. It's about Dota 2, but it's a similar sort of. You get a similar feeling to what you were saying about players on Eve.
Yeah. So it's a real shame. Like this monument is quite beautiful.
Yeah.
Especially being in such a remote place.
Yeah.
And it's just a shame that people would like try and take their grievances offline.
Yeah.
When I first saw this story, I thought it was an in-game monument.
Yeah.
Which then I thought, we could just remove it, so it doesn't really matter so much. But if it's real life, you can't do that.
No.
They've also, do you see, been banned from the get-togethers as well.
Have they?
Because
if you're not in the game anymore, why should you be at the get-togethers?
Yeah, exactly.
But obviously, I think it's something con.
EveCon.
Is it EveCon? It might not be, but
I don't think it's EveCon, but they just had one.
Yeah. Obviously, it's. I think it was in Iceland, but they've been banned from all of those now as well.
Good. Good.
There's no point in banning them from the game and then not banning them from an event like that.
Yeah.
Don't give them any publicity.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't. CCP have been right to say that they weren't going to release the names of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't give them any publicity. Just say you can't do that.
Yeah.
If you're going to vandalise our monument, you just get kicked straight out of our game.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair enough.
So good news on CCP. Well, bad news by the way. Sir, You Are Being Hunted is out. So if you're interested a few weeks ago when we talked about it, you can now pick it up. I might.
Yeah.
However,
is it on Steam or is it?
It's on Steam.
Yeah.
However, I've seen some bad reviews for it.
Yeah, I saw one.
Did you see the Super Bunny Hop review?
Yeah, it wasn't complimentary.
Yeah. See, this game, I thought that it would be in development for a lot longer than it was. See, when I first saw the game, it seemed like a really good idea. I praised it quite a lot, but there were definitely things in there that needed to be improved.
Yeah.
And now it seems like it's come out and it's not finished.
Oh no.
So it's still like the very basic building blocks of a game.
Yeah.
Like the enemy AI doesn't really work so well. There's a bit in the Bunny Hop review, which I imagine Jack is laughing at, where because a lot of the enemies have shotguns, and you're out in like the virtual English countryside.
Yeah.
It's just he just like runs circles around these robots with shotguns,
and they're just like
they're not. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's also the bit where it's not unusual to turn around and see a line of these enemies following behind you.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because these enemies hunt you and like you get more and more enemies coming after you. So he would just run past these enemies and he'd turn around and have like an army of them coming after him.
Yeah.
That sort of reminds me of the mechanics in an old rugby game. Did you play Rugby 2004?
I think so, yeah.
You have a ball, and you have a defensive line. You run past one, and then they all group up behind you and chase you.
Right.
Yeah.
So they don't keep their line. They just you could easily just run around in circles.
Yeah,
it's not done right. But that's what that reminds me of.
It's like playing FIFA online.
Yeah.
Where people just push X and like group up on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say You're Being Hunted. It needs more. It just needs more.
Yeah.
It needs more stuff to do. It needs more tweaks to the AI. It needs more everything. But there's still a spark of genius in there, I think. I'm still hopeful. It may be one of these games that are just constantly in development.
Yeah.
They just have things.
Did they release a beta? No. Or...
you could get it on early access.
Okay.
And it's not the cheapest thing in the world, is it?
How much is it?
I think it's about £12-13. So I was really tempted to buy actually through Greenlight. Broforce.
Broforce.
That looks amazing.
I'm going to get that.
So I saw it and I was like, fuck's sake.
Yeah, I know.
Just the name.
Broforce.
Broforce
Have you
the
seen
name.
all of the characters?
Yeah.
There's like 60 of them.
It's just unnecessary destruction. That's
but it's
all
also
it is.
just like Bromando.
Bromando.
It's very sort of like America.
That's what I mean. I just saw the name. I was like, oh god, this can be terrible. I watched Two Best Friends play.
Yeah,
I watched
This is fantastic. I really want to actually buy this game.
yeah.
It does look like a lot of fun.
Bro Mando, Bro Guyver,
Yeah.
Ellen Bro Ripley.
It's just
Ellen Broly, I think.
The characters they chose, I was quite surprised with, because then you got like Judge
Bro.
Judge Bro, I think it is, yeah.
It's all just
The
80s.
Broduck Saints.
The Broduck Saints.
Was there Brombo as well?
Yeah.
Rambo, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Bracaris. Because obviously they can't actually get the names or likeness, so...
Yeah.
They did it first, and then they got, and then they had to change it.
Yeah.
In the early versions, they were playing as the actual things. But I like their name changes.
Yeah.
It's actually better, I think.
It's just the fact they put people like the Boondock Saints in it.
Yeah.
Because you would have thought they would have had sort of a cut-off point with, like...
Timeline?
not just even with timeline, but with certain sort of action heroes, like Commando, Rambo, those sort of things.
Yeah.
But it's got Keanu Reeves, but it's got Neo.
Rio.
Yeah,
Brioche.
Ripley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the choice is quite fantastic, really.
And it seems like they just be adding more and more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you can't choose the players.
Yeah, I know,
it's
you
randomised,
go through it, don't you?
And every time you die, you start off as a new hero.
Yeah.
Or you
I really like that though, like, because you just
Yeah.
don't know what you're going to get. You get different type of weapons and stuff as well, don't you? So
Or each checkpoint you do as well.
yeah, and you can rescue someone as well throughout the levels, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I prefer it that way because otherwise it would be people would just be picking Rolando all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, they have no
Yeah.
We
choice.
want everyone to play as everyone. So good. Can't wait for that.
Mm.
I lost my train of thought. Shut up. Got these owls just invading our space.
Don't even know why we
Welcome to
started
the
doing
Owl
that.
The Court of Owls.
Our next episode should just be 2 hours of.
What the fuck? Come on.
What are you doing?
I just realised, I'm like...
Pokemon!
Yeah!
Pokemon! Alpha Ruby and Omega Sapphire
Yep.
will be coming out on the 14th of November. I don't care.
Why? It's my birthday.
I don't care about that.
I care about the dates.
I care about Pokemon, not you.
Yeah.
That wasn't true. I love you.
I think I'm getting old.
Why?
I think I'm getting old.
I
This is like the first Pokemon game where I went. I just.
Fair enough.
There's
Fair
nothing.
enough.
There's nothing there.
Yeah.
I'm not like, yay!
I haven't bought like.
Neither
I haven't
have
bought
I.
very
anything
few
since-
Pokemon games. Like in
Since
the grand scheme
Platinum.
of things.
I haven't.
I think I'd say Platinum as well. I played a couple of those.
Yeah, I played like
before.
White and Black, but
Yeah.
it didn't match up to it. But the thing is, I really want to get a 3DS and get all the new ones.
I won't get 3DS. The last one I probably bought was Sapphire and Ruby, the original.
And I've always said,
Fucking love those games.
yeah, they needed a remake for it, and now they have. Like they remade
I don't
Heart,
know.
and yeah, Heart Gold Soul Silver was a remake of the second one.
I reckon you can still go back and play.
No, yeah, I'd play it on
Oh,
my
yeah,
laptop.
yeah,
Yeah,
still
yes.
going.
I can still go back and play bloody blue version, you know?
Yeah.
My favourite
No,
ones
but
are-
I mean, you can still play it without being like, this is dated too badly.
Yeah, I know.
My favourite ones are still Gold and Silver.
I'd still say Ruby.
I'd say Pokemon Yellow, just because you get Pikachu for it. Yeah, I really like that one.
Gold and Silver, they're my favourites because they're the right balance between simple and going a bit way overboard.
Yeah, and I do like the fact you can go into 2 different regions and that as well.
Yeah, that's good as well.
Mm.
But this one, I can't summon the excitement for it. at
Fair
all.
enough.
I think I'm old.
Yeah.
And they showed, I think it was yesterday, they had a big reveal for it, and it was an hour of...
Look at this! Look at that!
No, an hour of build-up to that.
Oh, right.
And very, very strange Japanese adverts that I watched. And then they had like 20 seconds of 3D visuals.
Which is what you're waiting for, I'm guessing.
Well,
No?
I didn't watch the entire thing.
Okay.
Then there's not an issue with a lot of Nintendo's
It said it was a sneak peek, and people were disappointed because they waited an hour for what was less than a minute's worth of
Throughout the whole hour, you're sitting there going, "Fucking get to it! I want to see it."
It was what everyone knew was going to be in there anyway.
Yeah,
Pokemon in 3D.
Yeah, but I really wanted to play X and Y. I heard so many good things. I watched the first episode of a playthrough for it, and I really got hooked on it just on that. But then I didn't continue watching. I think I just went to sleep.
I've heard very good things about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think now it seems like there's been so many of them that I want a revolution in Pokemon games. I've said it before. I want them to do a console release.
Again. I think we discussed that before as well in one of the earlier episodes.
I want them to do a full, big, or even reasonable budget.
Yeah,
because these games are fairly cheap to make.
Yeah, exactly. I really like Pokemon.
I want GTA Pokemon.
GTA Pokemon.
Yeah,
I can't see that working.
Get Rockstars.
I'm sorry to tell you this.
Go in a gym battle, throw out your Pokemon, bring out a gun and go, "Fuck you, give me the gym badge," run away.
Just throw a Pokemon and it explodes.
Electrode.
Yeah.
So you two.
I'm looking forward to it. But I need to get a 3DS first.
I mean, I need to buy a 3DS. I did want to buy one and play the new Pokemon, but
yeah, same.
I haven't bought them in ages.
Yeah, well, I wanted to go through Black and White 2, X and Y, and then obviously this one now. It's probably my first buy after uni.
Fair enough. So yeah, I thought I'd add that in there because I thought you two would be more excited than I am.
Yeah,
being like old sage.
Yeah, inside I'm going all like fangirl like.
Waving your arms around.
Yeah, because I really liked Emerald, the remake of, well, not the remake, the extension of Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, but I never played them.
You didn't play Emerald? Oh,
no, I played. I played Ruby. No, I didn't play Emerald.
Emerald's much better, I thought.
How many Pokemon are they up to now?
I don't know. It must be near 1,000. He's a kettle.
Let's go through every name. I tried that. Have you tried that name the Pokemon thing?
No.
It's like a quiz where there's a website where you can name. It's only the first 151 Pokemon.
Oh, I could do that easily.
It's not. It doesn't show you pictures though, because
right.
When you think, oh, I know those Pokemon, you tie them with a picture, and I did really poorly on that because I was like, if you show me the picture of the Pokemon, I'll know it. But it's literally just like a list. And you have to like fill in all the blanks and be like,
what, the number in the Pokédex or something?
Literally, it's just like an.
I used to know it.
You type in the name. You don't have to know which number it is.
Oh right,
You just type in the names of all the Pokemon. But yeah, you'd be surprised how strongly that is tied to the actual image of the Pokemon.
Oh right, yeah, because when I was younger, I had the first sticker book with the first 151.
I remember the cards.
Yeah, I had that as well. But me and my brothers used to like do little tests. We were really sad back then. But I used to know it in chronological order. Like
Professor Oak will see you now.
We could go through the whole sticker book without looking at it, list them in order. And yeah, that was my childhood. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur.
We said do them now.
Nope. That was Charmander first.
So that's Pokemon Alpha Ruby and Omega Sapphire. Sweet. Finally. Fucking owls.
Fucking Kev.
Kev.
Who let the owls in? What the fuck? I did.
Finally, Spawn Me is a new social network built for gamers, allowing users to find other players from around the world and keep in contact with them. It's currently in beta, and I really like the idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Especially like for clans, I guess.
Yeah, it's got clan support.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could type in a game and it'll find you local players who are also on the network. Players that are near to you, or you can specify where you want. Find friends.
Yeah, you can make friends.
It's nice. I can see it becoming quite popular.
Yeah.
Especially for like clans and just people who are into games but don't really want to flood their Facebook with it.
Yeah. That's definitely a thing.
Yeah. So what do you think of this? What do you think of their potential?
When did it start? Was it recent?
It's recent. It's not actually on a full release yet.
Okay, cool.
So you can sign up for the beta of it.
Yeah.
But the actual UI design of it is actually quite nice. It's very. It reminds me a little bit of Facebook.
Well, yeah, I think they're going to have it. Yeah, something similar.
Let's say what doesn't nowadays.
Yeah.
But it's a lot cleaner than Facebook as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
yeah, I really like the idea, and especially like I know like there's an issue with the whole clan thing that you had to only talk to them when you're online. You can leave messages and stuff, but if they're offline on the Xbox or something, you can just use it like Facebook, I guess.
Yeah.
And it stops people who you don't really know looking at all your photos if you have to add them on Facebook, sort of
Well,
thing.
before this, it would just be people would like add each other on Facebook or make a Facebook group, or going before that, they just make a forum.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, you could
forums
also do
have their uses, but it's not like it's not as versatile.
Yeah.
as
It's
something
not
like
the
this.
most interactive thing in the world, is it?
It's not as personalised either.
No.
Anyone
So-
can see it as well, couldn't they?
Not so you can have private forums.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, it's very, I don't know, a very outdated way of doing things now, isn't it? Forums.
This one's it will be a lot more responsive, and it will keep better track of what you're doing, and just generally seems like something that's
Do you reckon
should have actually come
Yeah.
years before.
Do you reckon you could actually link it to your games console? That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Sort of like showing, because you know on Facebook, like if you have a Steam thing, you can link it in with your Facebook.
Yeah. If it gets off the ground, I'm certain it will.
Yeah, just like show what you've done, achievements and all that stuff. Because if it is a gamer's social network, then everyone will be interested in it.
Yeah.
Rather than people going to a newsfeed going, fuck off, fuck off.
And it seems like the first viable one of its kind. I don't know whether I'm sure other people might have tried it in the past, but this one seems like it'll definitely come to fruition.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep. I think I'll sign up when it's in full release.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so that's the end of the news on our special new microphone. Should we name the microphone? Tom. I don't know, I think it needs...
It has to have something to do with M, I think.
Mike.
Marty the microphone.
Marty. Oh, I think of it as a girl.
Okay, Mary?
Mary?
Marty?
Bessie.
Bessie.
You expect it to be a fucking tank.
Well,
Bessie sounds like a tank.
It is more of a tank compared to our microphone.
it is quite...
Stick is a tank compared
It
to
is quite a beast compared to the old mic.
Yeah, and it does look a lot more professional.
professional Mike.
Yeah.
Professional mic.
Pro Mike.
Professor Microphone.
Professor.
The Professor. The Beast.
Professor Beast. Sounds like an X-Men character.
Yeah.
That is an X-Men
Yeah, that's
character.
what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure it is.
What if we link the name in with Phantom as well?
Professor Phantom.
Could be Professor Phantom. Professor Phantom Phone.
Phantom Mike.
Yeah.
This will have to be a conversation that will lead to another point.
Yeah.
We can't have 20 minutes of just suggesting names. So next week,
Pardon me.
next week when Jack is dead, next week we will have a new name for our new mic, and we will reveal it to you in due time. However, if you want to suggest a name for the mic, you can go to our Facebook page. That's the Clueless Cataclysm Facebook page.
Yes.
Or you can go to us on Twitter. That's Clueless Cataclysm.
Yeah, not enough characters.
Not enough characters. So it's Clueless Cataclysm without the SM. However, if you search us on Twitter, you'll probably find us anyway. And finally, if you want to just comment on the post on fictional news, and I really need to get on and create that Clueless Cataclysm website.
Website? You're not doing another like blog?
Well, it'll be a blog, but it'll
Alright,
be more
okay,
a website-y layout.
Yeah,
In
okay.
blog form.
Sweet.
I will create that soon. It's still in development as of today.
Put it through beta.
Yeah, comments
Alpha.
on the blog, the Twitter,
beta.
the Facebook, the YouTube, and possibly the new website. If you want to name the mic, you will not win anything.
Except our
Apart from the microphone legacy.
Except our grudging thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so I think we'll wrap up there. So, I've been Callum Lewis.
I've been Kevin Griffin.
I've been Jack Nickel.
Every time,
Yeah.
These have been the Owls.
Woo!